So I just recorded this whole video without this pop filter, so all the P's and sounds are gonna sound kind of fricked right now. I'm very sorry about that. I hope that it's not too distracting. With that being said, on to the video. Okay, hypothetically, just imagine you went to the milk store and bought some milk. What do you expect you'd get when you bring that milk home? You'd expect to have milk, right? But what if you opened that carton and it was unpasteurized milk full of blood and viruses and grass and just a bunch of disgusting dirt, okay? They just didn't quite finish the job. Sure, it's milk, but they left out a couple key processes to make it safe, worth consuming, okay? Now, video games have been doing this thing for the last couple years, and now it's the Offspring's turn. Hey, how's it going? It's your friendly neighborhood gatekeeper, Dan Frampton here, and today we're talking about apologies because Offspring done and goofed, okay? So we just gotta take a look at a couple other key apologies that really set the tone for the Offspring. Because what happened with the Offspring, before we get into it, is they have this like 15th anniversary of this record of theirs, okay? It's this one over here called Rise and Fall, Rage and Grace. And anyway, it's the 15th anniversary of this record. Now, I might not be the hugest fan of this record, but a lot of people are, and they're celebrating this record, so they thought they would release it with this 15th anniversary edition vinyl, okay? But what ended up happening is the vinyl got shipped with all the clean versions of the songs. Nary a swear word to be found, okay? And the Offspring are all about the swear words apparently, and they're feeling pretty bad about that. But they wouldn't have been able to come through with an apology if it wasn't for CD Projekt Red laying down the groundwork for the Cyberpunk 2077 video game that came out, okay? This was like the most hype for a video game ever. And then we were in 2020 in the midst of like this like pandemic or whatever, and we really wanted Cyberpunk to be banging, okay? Everybody was going to buy this on day one and just have a great time with it. The hype was building for like 15 years. We could not wait for this game. And then when it came out, bug after bug, glitch after glitch, crash after crash, it was just awful. They clearly sent out a product that wasn't quite finished yet. They didn't pasteurize the milk, to bring it back to my early example, okay? So they thought in their little pea-brain minds that just a little apology was gonna fix everything. And you know what? It didn't fix everything. And I coped the whole way through it. I was like, it's about digital viruses. It's supposed to be glitchy, guys. It's great. It just adds to the experience, right? We're loving this. But we weren't loving it, okay? We wanted a nice, seamless time out there playing Cyberpunk. And then video game companies were like, okay, we're just gonna have an apology ready to go right away. Because they're all shipping unfinished games because these big-ass companies are pushing these deadlines on these developers, and it's just crunch time after crunch time. People working 72 hours straight to put out these games, and they come out in unfinished messes, okay? So the Jedi Survivor was like, okay, we're very sorry. Day one, we didn't ship a full game. Redfall, okay? Bethesda. You thought I was joking. Like every big AAA video game with the launch of their huge title have this apology all ready to go because they know they're sending out an unfinished product. And because CD Projekt Red just like laid this groundwork, this is what they all think is okay. Forspoken, Gollum, yes, Gollum, and even the beloved Rockstar Games, when they put out the trilogy, the anthology, the definitive collection, okay? They had to have this apology ready to go as well. But it looks like the Offspring are following in that suit. Because if you look at just the way that these are all set up, okay? It's like branded, which is weird. It's all set up to look like it's coming from a brand, okay? It's got the logo, the typeface is all neat and organized, okay? They got like this font going, and every example after that follows that template. Star Wars isn't going to do a CD Projekt Red apology. They're going to do a Star Wars apology. Forspoken needs to look like it came from the Forspoken land, okay? It's so weird. These should just be black and white documents, right? Or they shouldn't exist to begin with. And I think it's so funny to make your apologies like look nice. But anyway, here's the Offsprings. Look at this thing over here. It's stylized with their font, it has their logo, and it's all set up to go. So, looks like they got some apologizing to do for shipping out an unfinished product. How do you even ship out a vinyl, okay, that has all these bad songs on it? And this is much different than a video game, because video games can be patched, right? And you can download the patch and everything can be okay, hypothetically. They can add things to the game, they can take things away from the game. You know what I mean? They can all do that remotely from the internet because it's a digital product. Vinyl is not really a digital product, and if you paid your money to get this record and then you get a record that's unfinished and they don't even know how they should like ship this record, then you're entitled to A, your money back, and then B, the free version of the record when it comes out. But because the nature of this controversy lies in clean versions of songs and not having any swears, this apology's making up for it by just littering it with swear words. And I think just to be fun, I'm gonna censor out all the vulgarities because it's just like meta irony or whatever, and I'm on YouTube and it's all about the meta irony, right? So anyway, we're gonna go in to this little Offspring apology, we're gonna read it, and we're gonna see if they actually feel sorry about this, okay? Because something tells me that they're making a joke of this when people paid money for clean versions of Offspring songs. That sounds so lame, man. What sounds lamer than a clean Offspring song? Literally nothing. Okay, here we go. Any fan of the Offspring knows that we enjoy cussing on occasion, because sometimes there is no substitute for a properly placed curse word. So, you must understand how we were completely horrified to find out that the 15th anniversary reissue vinyl release of Rise and Fall, Rage and Grace had the clean versions of You're Gonna Go Far Kid, Nothing Town, and Stuff Is Messed Up on it. We have no idea how this shit happened. We didn't even know there were clean versions. We and Roundhill are working to fix this bullshit ASAP. We will let you all know how and when this will be remedied, but rest assured that it will be fixed. Thank you for your patience, and please accept our deepest apologies. Now, I think that they could have squeezed a couple more swear words in there, okay? If you're really gonna go for it, it really should have been every third or fourth word. Like, any fan of the fucking Offspring knows how much we enjoy cursing on our damn records, because sometimes there's just no substitute for a properly placed word, okay? So you must understand that we're completely horrified to find out the 15th anniversary of our goddamn reissue motherfucking vinyl release of this piece of shit Rise and Fall, Rage and Grace shit came out with clean versions, right? That's how it should have went. So, very lazy apology. But what I really need from the Offspring right now is a YouTube style apology. I need this. Let me just show you. I didn't want to make this video. And that's how the video needs to start, okay? The walk-in, the heavy sigh, and the line, I didn't want to make this video, and then just go from there. Then I will believe you, the Offspring. So this has been almost one full day, and they haven't even come close to a full remedy of this project right now. They need to be dishing out some refunds, okay? They need to go full CD Projekt Red mode, but then, like I said, they also need to offer you the re-release when it comes out with all the swear words for free. They need to lay down that money. But you know what I think? These sons of bitches are too much of cowards to go ahead and do something like that, huh? Get it together, Offspring. What are you thinking? Clean versions of your songs, and not even of a record that people even remember. I didn't even know about this thing, and the only thing I know about this thing now is that 15 years after it came out, you really fucked up the re-release. But if for whatever reason you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Leave a couple pancakes down there in the comments. Ring the bell if you're cool as hell, and until my next upload, you can watch another upload.